Bruh, I just came from the gym, got a nice little workout in. Sweaty as hell, and when I was walking back to my car, checked my Razr phone since I had just got rid of my BlackBerry cause the buttons was too damn small. Anyways, got a text message from somebody I ain't know, so I opened it. I remembered I posted to Craigslist on the casual encounters section last night and left my number. This was back before it all got banned, and bruh, seemed like the best website ever. Anyway, got a bunch of messages, but mostly niggas. Instantly blocked, kept looking, and saw another message. So I read it, and it was from a girl that sent a picture. At first, I ain't think it was real, and then she sent a couple more. She was a sexy ass Latina with a bunch of tattoos. My type at the time, and I was like, bet, let me go home and shower. She was like, nah, she want me to be sweaty. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, she a freak. So I get there and see it's in the hood, off Imperial Avenue and all that. Say she stay in the apartments across the way. Ain't had too much trouble parking on the street before I got out. Ain't know exactly where she was till I heard her call from the second floor. So I took the stairs and came in. Bruh, she was even finer in person. I'm talking instantly brick. She let me in and led me to her room. Then I seen this big ass Mexican nigga with tattoos just chilling on the couch in the living room. Man, I hope this ain't a setup. So we get in, and I guess she seen the look on my face, so she like, don't worry, that's just my ex. He just staying here with me right now till he can move out. I was like, oh, it's all good. Trying to play it off, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit was weird. Anyway, she closed the door, and we kicked it for a little bit, smoking and all, and before I knew it, I forgot all about that nigga. Damn, this girl cool as hell. So we chillin' talking, one thing led to another, and next thing I know, we was getting it in. So I'm in there and having the time of my life, and she say go harder. I'm like, damn, I thought I was hard in the paint already, but okay. Then she say it again, so I oblige, and by now it's loud as hell.
And she say it again.
Okay, I know what she trying to do. She know we loud and yes, she trying to make Buddy jealous.
So you know me, I'm just like, I don't know, bro, so let's get it.
Fucking. Keep going, baby.
Damn, it was a long day. Drama with my baby daddy. This bitch at work thinks she Miss Know-It-All, but really don't know shit. I couldn't be happier, it's Friday. So I hit up my homegirl from college to see if she was down to go to the hookah lounge / club tonight. And she said she was. So we met up there. I walked since I only stay a few blocks away, and there was absolutely no reason to try to drive in that traffic, especially in LA, much less try to find parking. So we met up around 10:30, got in pretty quick because the line wasn't too long, at least on the ladies' side, but the line for the men was almost around the corner. So after we smoked a little, it was kind of dead. So we went to the dance floor, and honey, let me tell you, it was packed. So anyway, we dancing, you know, chit-chatting, had a couple drinks, and Dawn had just gone to take a work call outside when this dude approached me. I can't lie, he was cute at first, but did seem a little thirsty. I had seen him talking to 3 different girls earlier and knew he was a little tipsy, but didn't get annoyed until he asked me for my phone number. I mean, it was cool, but once I told him that I don't give out my number, but he can have my Instagram, he kept pushing. Finally, I told this nigga to leave me the fuck alone, and it was like he just snapped. That's okay, because somebody had left their glass on the table behind me, and if he would have tried something, that would have been the first thing I would have grabbed. But honestly, his face did scare me a little bit.
Get the fuck
Luckily,
away
Dawn
from my
came back
friend.
just in time. While we were arguing with him, some security guards saw, and the dude noticed and backed off. So anyway, we keep dancing for a little bit, and I can't lie, I was kind of over it. After dude inside and the week I had, I just wanted to go home, relax, and drink a glass or 2 of Pinot. Maybe I'm getting old. Shit, I didn't think 28 would feel like this. So Dawn leaves,
Bye, girl.
and I'm waiting for this damn Uber. Now, it was after 12, so I didn't really feel safe taking the walk back, even if it was only 5 to 10 minutes. So I get an Uber, and apparently they wanted to charge me $50 instead of my usual 5 to 10 because it was a holiday weekend. I totally forgot Memorial Day was Monday. I told you this week been hectic. I almost said forget it, but I just got a bonus last month, so had a little extra, just saying. But baby, tell me why, after I had already waited 20 minutes, they keep canceling. I'm guessing it was too close, but I tipped, damn. So at this point I said, whatever, my phone about to die anyway, I'll walk. At first, it was a lot of people out. Then as I got closer to the neighborhood, it was a lot more quiet and chilly. Damn, my feet hurt. Then a car rolled past and slowed down. Then again, I was a little close to Figueroa Street. If you don't know, that's the whole stroll. I was only like 3 blocks away when something told me to look back. So I stopped and seen a car a few houses down behind me, just parked, sitting in the middle of the road with the lights off. I tried not to look too long, but by now I was scared as hell. I didn't even hear them riding up. Whatever, they probably waiting for somebody outside the house. Then I had to make a left, and when I did, I made sure to look back out the side of my eye. Girl, my heart about dropped when I seen where the car was. Tell me why now the car was even closer, still creeping with the lights off. So you know I'm walking a lot faster. So I'm just like, let me just see who this is. Because it seemed like they speeding up. So I stopped and pretended to be looking up something on the phone for when they passed. Tell me why the car stopped when I did. This time I could see a little bit more of the car since they were so close. I pretended to not be looking, and oh my God, I could swear it was the same dude from the club driving a black car. So at this point, I'm nervous as hell and started back walking. That's when I tried to call Dawn and about passed out when my phone died on the 3rd ring. It's cool, it's cool. We almost home, Lexi, I told myself, but almost wanted to cry when I heard him getting closer. Walked a little bit more and saw his ass was almost right behind me. So that's when I stopped, and right when I did, he did too. Nigga, what you want? As soon as I turned around, I heard him speed up and come even closer. That's when I really ran. My apartment was closer by this time than the club or any store I could have went to, so I knew I gotta make it home. But I couldn't just go straight because I didn't want this creep to know where I lived. So I turned one more corner, got halfway down the street, and saw that he wasn't behind me anymore. Guess he got the message. Whew. My feet was hurting after that, but I was only 2 blocks away, thank God. First thing I'm gonna do when I get home is call Dawn and tell her just what the hell happened. I really got happy when I could see the big red sign on the top of my apartment building. That's when I heard something behind me. It sounded like someone running. I looked, it was him, but what was in his hand? Whatever, bitch, I ain't got time to find out. I kept going and ain't think I ever ran that fast since college.
We had just left the movies and I was playing my game. We saw The Karate Kid and it was so good. Boy, it was raining so hard I thought it was about to flood. When it was all over, I woke up in the hospital. They said it wasn't too bad and that I would be okay, but my arm still hurt a little bit. But it ain't hurt as bad as the funeral. Everybody was there and I ain't never seen my dad cry so much. That made me cry again. Then Daddy seemed sad for a long time after that, and he got a new job and we moved to Florida. He still wasn't the same, but then he met this lady he worked with. I met her, she seemed nice, and before I knew it, Daddy was going out with her every week. Then that turned into 2 times a week. Then Daddy even let her stay over for a few weekends. She must have had my daddy hypnotized because it wasn't even a year before they got married. Even I thought that was too soon. And I ain't never even had a boyfriend yet. I went to live with Grandma and Grandpa for a week while they was doing their honeymoon, and a couple days later, she had all her stuff at our house. She ain't worked, guess 'cause she ain't want to. But she was always talking to Daddy about a baby and saying how much she always wanted one. Then she always gave me this weird look. Ooh, and her food was so nasty, it felt like eating chalk. Before they got married, she was real nice. But it seemed like she was pretending like she ain't want to be nice. But after they got together, she still acted nice. But when my daddy left for work, it was like she'll talk to me different. Like one time, she was combing her hair, and I said, "Oh, Miss Sharon," because I don't want to call her mama. I said, "Oh, Miss Sharon, your hair's so pretty. How I make mine straight like that?" She laughed and said, "What, girl? You better stick to the afros." I said, "What that mean, Miss Sharon?" She said, "What that mean? You mean, what does that mean?" Yes, I meant, what does that mean? Did anybody ever teach you to talk? My face got red and I knew I was about to cry, even though I ain't wanna, so I ran to my room and shut the door. I couldn't hold it in and was crying loud. I ain't care. I just wanted her to hear me and come and tell me sorry, but I heard her slam the door. That scared me. I guess she ain't want to hear me. She was always telling me I need to get out the house and jog and play and exercise because I eat too much. And one time we was in the store, we was passing the row where, they sell like lotion and deodorant and stuff. Yeah, so my daddy was at work and we was on that row. I remember she yelled, "Tasha!" And that got me scared the way she said it, so I looked back and I guess she was calling me before that, but I ain't hear because I was smelling this good perfume. So I started walking over and she was like, "Hurry up!" So I jogged and she said, "You better start listening and come when I call you, girl." So I said, "Yes, ma'am," even though I ain't hear her, I ain't like her talking to me like that. But I couldn't say nothing because I already talked to Daddy and he said I should respect her. So I came over and when I did, she was holding this little white bottle. It said lightening cream. I said, "What's that?" She said, "It might help your skin. Don't you want to be pretty?" So I looked at her and said, "I already am pretty." And she kind of laughed and was like, "Let's try it anyway." So she paid for it and took it home, but we never got to use it. I told my daddy about it and they got in a real big argument. After that, she ain't buying nothing else for me, not even a toy. One day, she was extra happy and nice, even after Daddy left. It had just turned summer, and I had wanted to watch some shows. So I was watching them for a while when she came in my room. When I turned around, she was smiling and had a fruit punch, my favorite drink. I was surprised and didn't take it at first until she told me it was for me and gave it to me. Daddy must have got her a new car or something, 'cause she ain't never been that nice to me before. I said thank you, and then she asked me if I wanted to go on a hike with her. I told her I wanted to watch my shows, then she said, come on, it'll be fun. And it'll take a few hours, so I really don't feel comfortable leaving you here. I know your dad wouldn't like that. I know what she was talking about, 'cause she always left me alone. But I saw how much she wanted me to go, and she was being nice, so I got my book bag and said yeah. That seemed to make her happy, and I just wanted her to like me. It kind of took a long time to get there, and when we got out, I saw a big old mountain. I ain't never been there, but it looked so pretty. It looked even better on the trail. But we was walking and walking and walking, and it was taking so long I started to get tired.
I'm getting tired, Miss Sharon.
Don't worry, sweetie pie. We're almost there.
So we walked for even longer, going through all these twists and turns. Then it opened up and I saw a big old cliff. But before I knew it, she was already at the end.
Ooh, that's so high. Why don't you get a little closer, baby? The view is nice from up here.
I don't know, I'm scared to go.
Come on, sweetie, don't be scared.
And I came up and looked, and ain't never seen nothing like that. So I got down on my hands and knees and looked down. I ain't never been that high. There were so many trees.
The fuck are you doing?
Are you fucking for real?
The policeman took me to the police station and my daddy came to meet me. He just kept on telling me he was sorry and everything, but I was just happy to have him back. But from then on, Dad was extra nice to me.